did some damage in Crestline and then lifted near Lawton near the Missouri border. And fortunately, not seeing any severe weather chances in the foreseeable future. Missouri Governor Mike Parsons signing a bill yesterday that will once again kick or try to kick Planned Parenthood out of the state's Medicaid program. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states. Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, and today we're featuring Mrs. Weston's first grade class from Carthage, Mark Twain.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your class group or kids or whomever to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to the Morning KIX page on the KIX website and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio. And we've got your tickets. And we'll find out who the winner is in just 17 minutes on KIX 102.5. Your mic, stupid channel that wasn't working.
All right. How are we doing? Good morning. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I hit the button. It just sometimes doesn't work. When you gotta be bam, bam, bam. Hi there, Morning KIX. What about them? Yeah, we are.
You just have to text the word tickets to 623-1025 instead of calling to get it.
Yeah, we said text the word tickets to get signed up to one.
Literally just turned on my car.
Yeah, text the word tickets to 623-1025. That'll get you signed up.
And we're going to find out the winner in about 15 minutes, so hang tight. Thank you.
Had so many people doing that this morning.
Yeah, it's been a weird caller
I'm
morning.
glad I'm not out on the road. It's a dangerous, dangerous place.
Sarah, are you painting on the rainbows with the Sarah? Who else is glad that it's Friday?
Yay!
Yay, Friday. I'm very, very excited. And Mother's Day is this weekend. What y'all doing for Mother's Day? Have you got plans with Gina?
No. Actually, going to try to take it easy.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best things about Mother's Day is just let mom chill. You know?
I won't get to be with her on Mother's Day because she has to be here in Joplin, and I've got to be in Springfield. So
Not all day, though, right?
no, not all day. Just it'll be mid to late afternoon before I get back.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing for Mother's Day this weekend. At the very least, it would be super cool if Kyle took care of the dogs and the kids and I could just, sleep in. Do that thing. And good morning, Kathy. Thank you. We were talking yesterday about what we're going to do for Mother's Day, and Kyle was like, I don't know. It's still going to be open and available. Maybe we can just walk around the mall. No. My daughter has something planned for me, but she's very secretive for once. Do you have any ideas of what it could be? I am packing and cleaning and taking a test. Kathy likes your shirt, Randy. She wants me to tell you.
What shirt? I'm not wearing a shirt. Which one? I went through 3 before I decided which one to wear over it because I have one that's this exact color.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little weird wearing the 2 of them together. So, and then I tried a white one. I'm like, nope. So thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, I settled on this over my shirt, and I don't like it. So, here we are. I should do unpacking this weekend is what I should do.
Yeah, you really should.
It's
Like,
going to be 20
what
years
is your
down the road, and we're
holdup?
still going to have a box of stuff.
You just sit and do nothing when you get home?
Yeah.
I
No,
th-
no, I don't.
You know, like, for instance, Wednesday, I worked, went and stayed in the storm shelter, left that, drove to Springfield, drove back home, mowed the yard after I got home, took a shower, then sit down and ate supper, and all of that before going to bed. I do look cute, Jimmy. You're right.
Thank you, Jimmy. I bought her 2 huge planters. They say welcome with flowers in them. Now I just have to get her some of those porch boxes to put them in. That's a cute idea, Melissa. You're very crafty like that. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 709.
Sunshine in mid-70s today. It's 53 in Joplin.
More rain in the forecast, though, and we'll tell you all about it in about 14 minutes.
Also, Brooks and Dunn going to be at the Walmart Amp tonight.
Who wants to go see Brooks and Dunn tonight?
I do. Me.
No,
I want to
sit
go.
down,
I want to
sit
go.
down,
Come
sit
on.
down.
No, don't put me down. Ready to get out. God.
All you have to do to get signed up to win tickets is text the word tickets to 623-1025.
Oh, you text the word tickets
you
to
text
win
the word
tickets?
to win tickets.
So do we call?
No.
We just text.
Text.
Just text.
Just text.
Tickets.
Tickets.
And emojis.
No.
Just the word tickets.
Just the word tickets.
To 623-1025.
If you put emojis on it, see the computer machine AI that's so intelligent and all that won't recognize it as an official entry.
So text just the word tickets to 417-623-1025.
We're going to find out who the winner is in 10 minutes.
Here's Luke Bryan.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
There's going to be a new Lord of the Rings spinoff.
I saw that.
It's going to focus on Gollum. The Hunt for Gollum will hit theaters.
Hunt for Gollum? Like,
Yeah. There's a big one. That's another thing that happens. In the second half, they go deer hunting.
really?
Yeah. Turns out Jeremy's a really good shot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is going to hit theaters in 2026. And then the TV sitcom How I Met Your Mordor is going to be coming out.
How I Met Your Mordor. That's pretty good.
So I guess all these graduations that are being canceled, it's coming back to bite them in the butt a little bit. There's like a dozen conservative federal judges have issued statements saying they will not hire Columbia graduates, which is one
At
of the
all?
things at all.
Even if they have nothing to do with it.
Well, it's hard to know who did and who
True,
didn't. So
true.
they're just saying as a policy, if you graduated from Columbia, we're not even going to look at your application.
Wow.
Said we will not even entertain you.
Wow.
Yeah. So Columbia students have fired back saying, haha, joke's on you. We're not having a graduation anyway. So now they have something else to protest. I think that's kind of cool. You do this kind of behavior, you suffer the consequences, which is something that I'm sure most of that generation has no concept of.
She's adding a porch, so the cedar box is one for either side of the front door. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Melissa. No emoji, no speakerphone.
Right. These are the rules. You will follow the rules.
All right. Do you want to call or give it one more minute?
Just give it another minute. We can call it the end of that.
Baby, do I...
They have released the Video Hall of Fame winners, which I didn't. Is this a thing?
What? Video? What kind of video?
The World Video Game. They left that word out of the headline. The Video Game Hall of Fame winners.
I think it should be both, Nathan.
So they inducted their 10th class of honorees on Thursday. Asteroids, classic arcade game Asteroids was entered. Myst.
What's Myst?
It was a very low graphic. I mean, if you look it up, it's spelled M-Y-S-T.
Oh, so it's not
Resident Evil, the original,
okay.
which definitely deserves that. Sim City.
Ooh, I like SimCity.
I don't know if Sim City deserves it as much as Sims does.
SimCity's classic.
And Ultima. I don't remember that. All for their impacts on the video game industry and popular culture. They recognized electronic games of all types, arcade, console, computer, handheld, and mobile. And it was selected by experts from among a 12 of 12 finalists that included Elite, Guitar Hero, Metroid, Neopets, Tokimeki, Memorial, Tony Hawk's Pro.
Neopets? Hold on. Neopets? Really?
Yeah, and you don't know Jack.
You saying I don't know Jack, or is that a name?
That's the name of
Okay. All right, we need to call our winner.
All right.
I'm stopping the contest right now.
Okay, stop it.
Give me a second to pick the winner. Hold on. All right, you see it on your end?
What? Wait a minute.
Don't.
No, wait a minute.
Don't say anything yet.
This person can't win.
Yeah, they can.
All right, the computer picked this. I don't know about this. All right. Wait. I've got to start recording first. You better answer your
Megan!
phone. That's all I've got to say.
Come on.
What am I doing? What are you doing? You ought to be ineligible for these contests by now.
I'm surprised you're not, but
Well, apparently the computer doesn't think you are either, because you've just won tickets to go see Brooks and Dunn tonight.
Megan!
Megan, you're going to be going to see him at the Walmart, Arkansas Music Pavilion.
Tell us who's the 4-6 concert connection.
KIX 102.5.
Wow. Now you see, it's
Megan.
Megan. So I saw that. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. That ain't right.
Megan, has any of your info changed?
No.
Even the phone number?
Even the fake name?
Even the fake name?
Even the fake name.
All right. These are in there for you. We're going to email them to you since the Walmart amp does digital tickets. So National from ZRImarketing.com is going to send you that email. If you don't have it by like 11 or noon, make sure to call the front office and double check that it was sent, okay?
Yep.
Yes, them.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks.
Congrats,
Have a good
Megan.
time.
Enjoy the
Share lots
show.
of pictures with
Yeah,
us.
we want to see pictures.
There will be.
All right.
All right. Bye, Megan.
Bye.
You could hear her well. She responded well. See, our listeners that we train, they just get get it.
Mm-hmm. Morning,
And therefore,
Lisa.
It's easy to edit and quickly done.
She makes it easy.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations, Megan.
I kept trying to remember the openers, and I couldn't. David Lee Murphy.
David Lee Murphy and
I always
Ernest.
want to say Dustin Lynch.
I know.
I can't believe David Lee Murphy's still playing.
Same. What is You Don't Know Jack, Sarah? I don't even know what that is.
What you doing?
What you doing? It's the wrong reverend.
I die. I die. I die. I die.
Illiterate is the word you're looking for. You know how we said no emojis?
Yeah. Lots of emojis. They just heard the word emojis and said,
And they're like,
send them emojis.
they want emojis. That's what we got to do.
All right.
All right. There says it's a quiz type game for You Don't Know Jack.
Oh. Never heard of it. Never knew it.
What was the game that I used to play a lot as a kid? It was
Yeah, what was that?
It was something through the Encyclopedia Britannica. I think.
Yeah. That wasn't a game.
In-
That was something your father told you to go do until dinner time.
It was a computer game, and you were like in a castle or something.
I win.
Oh my gosh! It was a thing. It was really a thing.
There was an online version of Encyclopedia Britannica for a long time.
But it was a game.
I think Britannica still is a thing online.
Is that where you would get the giant encyclopedias by letter?
Yeah.
Like one book just A, one book just B.
Well, some of them would combine letters for smaller ones like Q. There was, what was it? P and Q were together. O and Q or N and O were together.
Mhm.
I almost memorized our encyclopedias. We didn't have TV and stuff, so I would spend hours just going through, pick a letter,
Explains
and
a
would
lot.
go through. And they would issue a new, there was an annual that you would receive every year. So mine started in 1970 and went through like 1978. My parents had gotten them until they canceled their subscription. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 720.
Beautiful today with sunshine and highs in the mid-70s. It's 53 in Joplin.
And we've got to look at the weather forecast in just 4 minutes. Tell you about our chances of rain to start off next week with.
We've also got your chance to win Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning KIX Challenge just 30 minutes away at 7:50.
We're going to be playing the
Classic Country Theater.
that thing. That's what we're going to be doing.
But
yeah.
we've been getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Brooks and Dunn tonight at the Walmart Amp.
And it's picked our winner for. Oh, wait a minute. This person can't win.
Yeah, they can. Come on,
Are
put
you
the number in.
sure?
Let's call them.
Oh,
Yes, let's
All
do it.
right, we'll call them. They better answer their phone. That's all I know.
They
If
know better.
She doesn't answer her phone, and we are going to burn her down.
Okay, just her
Publicly.
specifically.
We are going to reveal secrets.
You have a lot of secrets?
Not really. I'm going to have to make up a few, I think. I bet she doesn't answer. There's one. I'm only going to wait till 3.
Oh, come on.
There's 2. I bet she doesn't.
Hold on, kids. The radio station's calling. Hold on.
You
Hold on.
better
Hold on.
answer your
Megan.
phone. That's all I got to say.
Come
What
on.
are you doing?
What am I doing? What are you doing? You ought to be ineligible for these contests by now.
Well, I'm surprised you're not, but
Well, apparently the computer doesn't think you are either because You've just won tickets to go see Brooks and Dunn
Yay!
Megan, you're going to be going to see him at the Walmart Arkansas Music Pavilion.
What's up?
Tell us who's the Force Ace Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5.
Did we ever identify her? I said Megan one time, but Megan from Seneca. I don't
She's
know.
just Megan.
I don't know if we ever. Yes, just Megan.
Wrong Reverend, Megan.
It's Megan. Hey, Candy Jan's been here.
Candy Jan!
Woo-hoo!
Thank you, Candy Jan.
Hey, hand it over. Hand it
Sheila
over.
says
Miss.
Randy's very aggressive.
I will wrestle you to the
He is.
ground.
See how
and
aggressive he is?
You have no idea how aggressive I could be. Stand between me and Candy Jan Candy.
Candy Jan.
She's going to call here in a minute. Give me both of them.
No!
Yeah, give me both of them.
You get one.
No, give me both of them.
get
You know
one.
why, don't you?
Why?
Because Sunday is Mother's Day. Give me both of them. I'm trying here.
No.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's worth a shot. Hey, Jan, she wouldn't give me both of them.
Oh, you don't need both of them. It's not
Give me
for
both
you.
of them. That's not
you can have
mine.
the plastic
Give me
bag.
both of them.
Have
I
the
told
bag.
her because Mother's Day is Sunday, she has to give me both of them.
I think I should get both of them because Mother's Day is Sunday.
shut
don't,
your
don't,
mouth.
Don't you throw things at me, Randy
Jan's
Brooks.
trying to talk.
Come on.
Hi,
Hi, Jan. Good morning.
We're a lot, aren't we? We always go back to the restaurant. Yeah.
Thank you for the Reese's.
Thank you. You have a good weekend.
Thank you too. Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
What about me over here?
Hi, Randy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. For my wife. Yeah, sure. I am one big mother.
we're not going to finish that one.
Catch you later, Jan.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Maybe they're both for Jen, right, Jimmy? That's what I'm saying.
Jimmy, you shut your mouth.
You came in so quick.
You mouth right now. You stop that talking.
That was funny.
Oh, if only we could have kids in a candy store. Can you imagine someone having kids in a candy store?
It's terrible.
Push!
Like physically having. I thought you meant like taking your kids to the candy store.
What do you mean? How else would you have a kid?
Like you take a kid and you put them in the candy store.
Take a kid and have them?
No.
You just said having kids in a candy store.
I didn't know you meant like physically like birthing
I don't want to
them.
have a kid in a
You
candy
can't
store.
birth.
I'm not birth. Having a kid.
What's the difference between having and birthing?
I had to explain it to her. I'm sorry, guys. Now she knows how you
it
have.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
shut, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Don't
they're
you
saying
start
both,
with me.
They're saying both for me.
No. I tell you what. Give me one of those.
I even brought you coffee this morning.
She did for Mother's Day. Give me one of those, and you can have the other one.
No, because then you have three
Here,
and I
here,
have one
do
cup.
this. You give me one of yours. I'll give you one of mine, and then you give me mine back.
No, because you still have three and I only have one.
Okay, hold on.
And you
I'll-
look at how you grab the Reese's. You get your fingers all over, and so they're all grubby, and you're
okay.
like germs. Ah.
Here, watch. Now, give me one of yours.
No.
I'll give you one of mine.
Okay, give me one of
And
yours.
then you give me one back.
Give me one of yours.
Give me one of yours. Give me your package of Reese's.
No.
Yes. Yeah. I should have known. She comes from a communist background. She doesn't believe in.
I
Share.
tried to share with you.
Yeah, not that. Put that down. Do it, Jen. Jimmy's telling you to do it.
Don't do it, Jen.
No, she says don't. And then she goes, do it, Jen.
You need to wait for hers day.
What? Why is hers day a thing? Which hers? Hers day. Happy hers day. It's got kind of a ring to it, doesn't it? Hers day. What about his day?
Here.
You need to wait for hers day. Put that down. We love you, Jen.
We love you, Jen. Oh, what's it say on the back? Hope, faith, and love. Okay.
Hope, faith, and love.
Faith, love.
Yeah, she knows her Bible verses. Love.
Love. We were going to trade.
Here, what?
Stop.
Hey, Jim.
No. No, I am breathing and I am fine and it's not going to affect me. What are you doing? Sheila, what the heck?
Try it again, Sheila. Come on. Maybe you're spelling it
capitalizing
wrong.
the F. Randy has chocolate on his nose.
You do, though.
How could I possibly have chocolate on my
I'm sorry. That's not chocolate.
That's just my.
That's just poop. Brown nosing. Why? Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Randy, why did you tell the chat?
Well, once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there was a witch. She lived all alone in the middle of the 100-acre woods with Eeyore.
Ooh.
And on Thanksgiving, they would take Piglet and tear all his clothes off and put him on a spit.
Oh my gosh.
What? What? It's what happened. Come on. No. We like to tell it to randomly bleep certain words to confuse you guys.
Obviously, I didn't know being a father was the bad thing.
No,
That
it
escalated
was
so
the word
fast.
fat. It bleeps the word fat, and it cannot apparently
Differentiate
between the word fat and where FAT is used in words.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at that. Realization happening to Sheila right in front of our faces. It's like a breakthrough moment.
Try typing father about 12 more times and see
There
what
you
happens,
go.
though.
Megan did it right. She showed you how to do it.
Thank you very
Jen,
much.
You can have all of my...
Don't give me your trash. She already ate it.
Wait a minute. Bye, Sheila.
We never know what he's talking about. Have a
do you
good one,
mean?
Sarah. Good morning, Gary Crow.
It's very obvious what I'm talking about here
You were
right
talking
now.
about ripping Piglet's clothes off.
And putting him on a spit. How do you think bacon is made?
Not from Piglet.
Yes.
And why do you do this to Piglet every year? Is there a new Piglet every year?
Because we like ham on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
So, yeah, you need to watch Clarkson's Farm 3 so we can talk about
I know. I want to. Don't spoil it,
'Cause
please.
They come to a realization on how to prevent the death of the piglets, the baby pigs. And I'm like, duh. And
Don't spoil it.
they patent Jeremy's idea, which has been around for thousands of years. By the way, any pig farmer that's had pigs more than a year knows you do this. When pigs are born, there is called the birthing rails around the edge of the pen that the mama sow is in. And she lays over against the wall. There was always a space provided for the piglets to get into.
Right.
What they do now, even a better idea, is they put the mama sow into a central cage that has bars on it.
Mm-hmm.
And she can't move around, but the piglets can come and go as they please.
He's spitting on a pig. Quit spitting on pigs.
There's so many of them
Especially
around me
piglets.
right now. Not you. I'm talking about all them. You
That wasn't better.
maybe. What?
That wasn't better calling them pigs.
Morning, Gary.
Kinda, good
Say
morning.
your name right. Pendergrass.
Pendergrass. There's not even an S.
Kendra. No,
Yeah.
she's missing so many letters.
Oh, dear. Is you okay?
Why?
Something tried to erupt out of you just then.
Reese's burps.
Tried to-
It's like reliving it.
Ew.
Who's them? You just wait till the drop off. What?
Megan's go come fight you.
So you guys need to watch the Clarkson's Farm. Really, 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 really need to watch it. I mean, you can get past all the F-bombs and everything, which there are it's quite a bit of language, but it seems more consequential,
Mm-hmm.
than it doesn't seem gratuitous. I don't know why. we were watching a show the other night, and it just seemed like that's all they did was this. And I'm like, it was the new show on Apple TV. It's about a guy who is a physicist, and he discovers an alternate version of him. So the multiverse is not gone. Discovers how to swap personages with the bodies in the two alternate universes.
Okay.
And so he wakes up in this other reality where things are not.
Hold on. We got to do a sec.
Things are very different.
Excuse me.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll find out what I'm watching for Jen's movie Rehab. Good Will Hunting.
No,
right
it
after
is
Chris
not
Plain. Yes,
Good
that's
Will.
what I'm watching this weekend.
KIX 102.5. So,
That's perfect for Mother's Day because it's what I wanted to watch.
because it's all about mothers. It's a mother of a problem that he solves. She don't know what I'm talking about.
No. F-bomb, is that father's?
Yes, that's what it is. It's fat hers. So they had so many F-bombs in this show, and it just seemed like it was, F this, F that, and F the other, and F your mother and all this stuff and doing the deed. Anyway, on Clarkson's farm, there is a lot of F-bombs, but it seems like such a natural part of their conversation, and it does not seem gratuitous, and it does not seem every other word.
Right.
I don't know why, but maybe it's because they're British. I don't know. But it's not as bad, and Gerald is back. There's such an awesome... Gerald is not as funny as watching people listen to Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's hilarious, watching their faces. So him and Jeremy, they have to go on a trip somewhere, and Jeremy and Gerald together, and they don't show their faces. You just see the car driving down the road, and you hear their conversation going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Gerald's talking his stuff, and Jeremy's responding, yeah. No, I'm sure it is. Stuff like just trying to do generic responses.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good show.
10 recommend.
10 out of 10. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. And it's a reality show, which I can't get over. I have never liked reality shows. The courtroom one that we talked about, remember, that was on Freevee. I loved that one.
Jury Duty.
Jury
Love that
Duty. That was one of my favorite ones of all time. What's his name? What's his name? Not
John Mulaney.
You know who I'm talking about,
Yes,
though.
I do.
And he has the show that
Yes.
Yeah, I liked that one.
What is his name? Nathan?
Nathan. Can't remember his name, but the social experiments that he did. Yeah, that one I loved. Every now and then, something good like that comes along from someone that is mind-blowing. But I think those 3 would be the only ones. The last one that he did, the series that he did on Paramount, is actually on Showtime with, what's her name? She's a pretty famous actress.
That doesn't narrow it down much at all for me.
The Curse was the show that he did. Emma Stone was in it with him. Nathan Fielder.
Nathan Fielder.
Emma Stone and him did that show, The
Gotcha.
Curse. It's horrible. Hate it. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-70s this afternoon. It's 53 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states' news and weather, tell you what it's going to be like over the weekend in just 25 minutes.
And in 15 minutes, your chance to win some free Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning KIX Challenge.
Plus, since Mother's Day is going to be happening on Sunday, we thought on the next hour we're going to be talking about the most creative, scariest parent threat that you've ever heard of.
And let's face it, moms are pretty good at this.
Moms are terrifying. Nobody can create a more scary word picture than your mother when she's angry. So
What's the worst one your mom gave you?
I'm going to rip your arm off and beat you with it.
Oh, geez.
She used to make us, she'd say, Oh, her biggest one would, she'd say, just wait till your dad gets home.
Uh-huh.
That would do it.
That was
right
enough.
there. Yeah.
417-623-1025 to tell us the biggest parent threat you know or heard.
Or the most creative one. But since it is Friday, it's time for another assignment for... This is where we give a movie assignment for Jen to go watch over the weekend and have her go watch it and come back and review it on Monday because...
Well, before I came to KIX, I'd really never seen a whole lot of movies before, so someone would make a movie reference and I just wouldn't get it.
And even after having seen the movie, she sometimes doesn't get it.
So this weekend, I'm watching Good Will Hunting.
Okay. Let me explain something to you, okay?
Okay, yep.
You are never going to watch Good Will Hunting.
Why not?
Because you had your chance to watch Good Will Hunting and you spit
Okay.
and urinated all over
Gross.
that opportunity.
Okay, Randy, that is definitely not what happened. I just watched the wrong movie.
She watched the wrong movie. I told her which movie to go home and watch, Good Will Hunting, and she watched something else entirely. So you
let me watch
missed
it this
your
weekend. It's Mother's
chance.
Day weekend.
No. This weekend, you are going to watch a Mother's Day movie, though.
Okay, I can get on board with that at least.
It is a 1960 classic love story about a boy and his mother called Psycho.
Oh, come on,
What?
Randy.
No. It's produced and directed by Alfred Hitchcock, based on the 1959 novel of the same name by Robert Bloch. Robert Bloch written a lot of great stories, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
So it stars Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, Vera Miles, John Gavin, and Martin Balsam, and is about an encounter between an on-the-run embezzler, Marion Crane, who's played by Janet Leigh, and the shy motel proprietor Norman Bates. And its aftermath in which a private investigator, Marion's lover Sam Loomis, and her sister investigate her disappearance.
So this is the Bates Motel thing, right?
Yeah.
Norman!
Norman, him and his mom. So it's considered one of Hitchcock's best films and is arguably his most famous and influential work. It's been hailed as a major work of cinematic art by the international film critics and scholars who praise its slick direction, tense atmosphere, impressive camera work, and memorable score and iconic performances. Everybody knows the music to Psycho.
What is it?
Think, think, think.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
I haven't even seen the movie and I know it. You're right. You're right.
I've got it. Where is it?
Do we have it? We've got it.
Somewhere. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so I've got to watch Psycho, but Psycho's not a Mother's Day movie. I mean, it has a relationship between a
kidding?
mom and a son, but it's not Mother's Day. I thought you'd let me watch something nice this weekend.
It is all about the mom. So it's ranked as one of the greatest films of all time.
Is it that good, though?
It is. It set new levels of acceptability for violent, deviant behavior and sexuality in American films and has been considered to be one of the earliest examples of the slasher film genre. You can watch it for free on Prime. You know, whether you should let the kids watch it or not, it is
No,
an
I
old
don't think
black
so.
and white film. It depends on how young they are.
You just said it set a new level of acceptability for
Yeah,
violence
at
and
that
sexuality
time.
and stuff. So maybe
At that time,
I think I'm going to pass on the kids watching that one.
Okay, yeah, probably a good call with your kids since they were freaked out at Beetlejuice. So
All right, so I'm going to watch Psycho this weekend, and then I'll come back and let you know what I thought about Good Will Hunting on Monday.
no, give you a whole new level of understanding of mother-son relationship.
It's the 4 States #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Robert Bloch, if I'm not mistaken.
Robert Bloch?
He wrote
Psycho is scary? Great. You're saying let her watch Good Will Hunting, Randy.
He
Thank
wrote
you.
American Gothic. I guess Psycho was the big thing he was known for. I thought he wrote
Mhm.
some other stories
Morning, Floyd.
once around the block. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper, he wrote.
Have you seen the videos of the portal in New York? You can see Dublin. What?
What?
No.
Who said this?
Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't guess he did. I thought, for some reason, I thought he had written The Exorcist. Okay, so
No
this,
way.
portal is a live communication deal that they have. So
it's just cameras and video,
it's
right?
just cameras and video, yeah. But you can see it's got a screen and there's a camera, and you can see directly to Dublin, and they can see back into New York City. And they're using it, I guess, to flirt with each other. So it's being used for some questionable.
They plan to make dozens of these around the globe.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't just walk through the portal and be there. That'd be cool. Morning, Dorinda. Have a great day, Shalala. Happy Mother's Day.
Who is this?
Anthony Jeselnik
Okay.
from Netflix. They'll use it to find Randy Brooks.
Good luck with that. He won't be in either one of those towns. Police had to physically remove someone who was standing in front of the portal.
Why do people have to be like that? Why can't you just enjoy it?
Because humans are going to screw up anything they get involved with. That's history since time immemorial.
Okay, Jimmy's asked twice now. Are we going to see the northern lights in our area?
No.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. The magnetic index has to be at 7 or higher before it gets down into the Midwest. I know that.
Okay.
But so you can look to see if you can see the aurora lights.
Bye, Kenda.
You can look for magnetic index. When will the magnetic index be at 7 or higher?
Okay.
So, interestingly enough, tonight it's supposed to be above 7.
We're going to see him tonight?
Possible. Let me see. There is a solar storm that is happening that is going to raise that magnetic index above 7. So they're saying multiple coronal mass ejections. Ooh. Okay. Never mind. It occurred earlier this week, which has raised that magnetic, is going to raise. They don't get to Earth until this evening, today sometime. And it could become a
Aliens.
severe geomagnetic storm. They don't know that that's going to happen. So if that does happen, and if the magnetic spectral level gets above 7, then it could make the northern lights stretch much lower than usual. They're
That'd be cool.
saying northern Missouri might see them. So geomagnetic storms, when they go, they label those a lot like they do tornadoes. Tornadoes, they use the F category. They use G for geomagnetic storms, which makes more sense. I think tornadoes would be T's, but G5 is considered extreme. That will cause voltage control problems. Sometimes during geomagnetic storms, cars quit working. There's widespread blackouts. Things like that can happen. Usually lasts for about 4 days when those happen. A G4 is what's normal for a one that gets a lot of attention. Mid to northern Missouri, it's not likely we'll be able to see it, but so are they saying what size?
What about Jimmy over in Kansas?
This will be G4. Jimmy, probably not. Only the very northeastern section of Kansas. So up
Sorry,
around
Jimmy.
St. Joseph, maybe, or across around in that area, might, but not very likely. So I've got a map here that shows if you want to look. So the likelihood of aurora. You see here, this is borderline. That doesn't mean that it could not happen. It has happened before. Now look here. How far can it be observed? They're saying this is the extreme border for a G5. But that's not true. I've seen it down to the very bottom of Missouri before. So they're expecting a KP value of 8. So the index goes from 0 to 9. 7 is that real high level, 7 and above. So it's going to be in an 8. So possible. Might want to be watching. I don't know if I would sleep outside tonight in anticipation of it. It's going to be a little cool tonight for that kind of behavior.
53.
Yeah.
That's nice for sleeping outside.
That's too cold to sleep outside.
Crazy.
She says from somebody who's apparently never slept outside when it was 53.
Get in a hammock and bundle up with a sleeping bag and
Wake up and you're soaking wet. This is not the right time to sleep outside. I'm all for sleeping outside in July, August if you've got your mosquitoes under control. On the deck or...
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
See you next week. Bye. Bye. I didn't even know the Northern Lights were going to be a thing over here. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. There's this new trend with Dr. Pepper with pickles. It started over on TikTok. And I was thinking we should do a Would You Rather Wednesday and have Randy drink pickled Dr. Pepper. What do you guys think? Trying to look at our schedule and see when we would do it. Maybe not next week, but the week after that. Though, as someone who loves pickles, I'm a little bit intrigued. Don't pee on your shoe. I mean, this is Randy. I would not expect much. But Randy likes to whine about things. I think he would complain about it and not want to do it, which makes me want to do it. Oh, you came back. Jimmy said, see, Randy, don't pee on your shoe.
Oh, no! The only way I get them clean.
Ew. That's nasty.
That's nasty, baby. Why you won't do
That's
that?
nasty. What'd you do? I mean, yes, I would. Yeah. He's a wiener.
Okay. Now, careful. All right, we ready for Morning KIX Challenge?
Yay, Morning KIX Challenge.
I think we ought to call it Challenge from
Not
now on.
mumbling the hits. Thank you.
Is it not? I thought it was.
No. We agreed on classic country theater, so don't do the switch on me.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-70s this afternoon. It's 53 in Joplin.
We're going to be talking about your scariest, or not scariest, your most creative parent threats.
Yeah, you can call or text to tell us what yours was, maybe that you've used or that you've heard at 623-1025.
Because nobody has a greater mastery of the English language than an angry mother yelling at her kids.
She can get very creative.
Very idealistic, too. So we want to know the creative, most craziest threat you've ever heard of from a parent at 623-1025.
But we also want to hook you up with some free pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza to kick off your weekend.
With the Morning KIX, can we agree to something?
Okay, what's up?
When we're doing classic country theater, can we call it the Morning KIX Challenge?
Why the challenge?
It just sounds classier. It's got more of a classy feel, you know, the Morning KIX Challenge.
So we are doing classic country theater today. We're not doing mumbling the hits. Randy,
Okay,
you're making me
no.
so paranoid. We agreed on classic country theater, so let's do classic country
that's
theater.
a psychological disorder
don't,
you have.
Don't you be like
Probably
that.
need medication.
So here's the deal with classic country theater is we've been accused of, not having enough class here on Morning Kicks.
Which is why we do the Morning Kicks Challenge.
And Classic Country Theater, where Randy performs this song, a classic song, of course, and you have to tell us what song it is, and then you win free Simple Simon's Pizza.
Yeah, it's a good deal for everybody. So once again, let's do that. You listen close and identify the song that we're going to perform on. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Here we are again.
Are you ready?
Stop asking me that. I'll be ready when I'm ready. All right, I'm ready. Heading down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina. Stand up the road and pray to God I see headlight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.
You doing okay? You got it? 623-1025. Call and tell us what song Randy was just performing on on Classic Country Theater with the Morning Kicks Challenge.
Do it if you dare.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Calm down now. And you're going to win that free pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza.
And the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
How powerful is Cox Internet?
Hello. You got to answer the phone first.
Okay, that is true. I got to start recording first. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
Heather, where are you from?
Could you identify the song that I was so wonderfully performing on Classic Country Theater?
Oh, yes,
apropos,
oh,
so
delightful.
correct.
Absolutely,
Yes, wonderful.
that's what
You
it
said
was.
so well,
Congratulations.
so well. As a result of your identification process or prowess, you have won a $25 gift certificate from Simple Simon's Pizza.
Tell us who's the 4 states #1 for country.
Our listeners get us so well.
that
I
was
love
so
you.
great.
Yeah,
I love it.
That was so awesome. All right.
All right. Can you spell your name for me first and last, please? Mm-hmm. So just one T on Matthews. Actually, it looks like we've got your details in the system.
If there'd been 2 T's, it would have been TT. And
TT, okay. Your phone number still ends in 1494? Okay.
Help us in this, our time of deep despair.
And you're still over on Wild Red Road? Okay.
The government has to move her every 3 years.
All right, what'd you say? 111. And that's still in Pitt? What is going on? All right, give me 1 second. Sorry, my computer system blacked out. I'm so sorry. Can I get your number one more time? Sorry, I made you say that one again. All right, Heather, hang tight. We're going to come back and get the rest of your information right after we go live with this break, okay? We'll be right back.
Stay there. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
So you just performed Classic Country Theater, and we're going to see if we can give away some free Simple Simon's Pizza if someone can identify which song you just performed.
We ought to have different music for this, I feel like, though.
What do you mean? What kind of music do you need for this?
Like something like... Yes, there we are.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, here we go. Okay, Heather. That was awesome.
That was so good, Heather. All right. And I am so sorry. My whole program blacked out. I'm going to need your address one more time.
Do you want me to take this information for you? No.
I don't know what its problem is. Mm-hmm. And that was in
Frontenac.
Frontenac.
As opposed to Backnack, which is located around back. Yeah, Frontenac and Backnack.
All right, Heather. So you can come and pick up that gift certificate Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and it's for $25 to Simple Simon's Pizza.
They might
I'm not
be
sure. If
able
you call
to-
the front office, they can better answer that question for you and let you know what your options are.
They open at 8, and the number there is 624-1025. Thanks a lot,
Thank you,
Heather. Have a
Heather.
great day.
That was so weird. You know how my screen occasionally goes black? It went black, minimized everything.
Never went back.
No, Randy.
What? Why do you got to make it racist?
And when I would open it again, all of her information had gone back to default. I did it like 3 separate times.
So it was reloading without saving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Why was it doing that?
Windows? Probably Windows.
Don't do that. Megan says, stop trying to church it up. It's still wagon wheel.
It's pretty churched up.
Let me check,
Let's
Megan.
use app followers for the podcast.
Cool. Cool. MeganBombstad@gmail.com. Yep, that's what we got. Oh, thank you, Scott. Scott says, love your money show. You guys are the best.
Check with Jill.
Did you hear? Scott loves our money show.
Our money show?
Our money show. Says, love your money show.
Which money show is it?
You
Where's
know.
Scott at?
He's over on YouTube, Scott.
Okay.
Scott.
Scott, what money show?
Scott.
Wait, because I want to make sure I get some of the money from that show.
Maybe he's saying we are money. Like we're that good that we're money.
Okay.
Y'all money. Morning. Oh, he meant to say morning show. I like money a lot better too. Can we go back to that one? Well, thank you, Scott. And thanks for hanging out. I don't think we've seen you on YouTube before. They normally send out the tickets pretty quickly after they get in, Megan. So just keep an eye on your email. Stop playing wagonwheel.com. All right. Let me see what you sent, Megan. Nope, wrong one. You sent it to this one. Oh, Megan, look at you. It's little Megan. It's little wildflower hippie mama with flowers in her hair. You are adorable, Megan. God, I'm all excited. Randy bolted. All right, you ready?
Outside.
Beautiful today with sunshine and highs in the mid 70s. Mostly clear skies tonight. Lows dropping down to 53. Upper 70s and more sunshine for Saturday and Sunday, but rain rolls through overnight on Sunday and into Monday as we see highs in the low 70s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
55 in Granby, 59 in Pittsburgh, 58 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So since Mother's Day is Sunday, we're wanting to know the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard of.
I mean, moms can be very eloquent with their words.
And very terrifying, too. So tell us yours at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Luke Bryan.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
He's looking for the money show.
So all the Brooks and Dunn tickets that have been given away so far have been emailed.
Oh, okay.
So
Good to know.
You should have those in your inbox already.
When they email those?
Just like a few minutes ago. She
Okay.
was emailing the last one, which I assume is Megan.
No, there's still one more pair.
Well, the last one that she's gotten,
Oh, okay. I was like,
she has sent out. So I was answering an email on Facebook.
all right.
You know, you can't go back and look at your old comments under the live video on Facebook anymore.
What? No, why?
I don't know. It won't let you do it.
That's strange.
And if you expand, you can. But it says, yeah, they won't let you do it on the page. You have to open the video.
Mm. Has Gina figured out what she's wearing to MBAs? Has she thought about it?
She has, I think. She talked about it a little bit when we went shopping for her birthday. And I said, go find you something to wear. And she goes, nope, I've got stuff to wear. So she has something in mind.
You
I
know what
don't
it
think
is?
she's not going to wear the dress she wore last year,
Mm-hmm.
but she's got 2 different outfits. They're not real clear about who's going to the Friday night event.
No.
For the Saturday night event, everybody, you have to have a ticket to go.
Right.
But for the Friday night, it just says all attendees.
We should ask Mark.
I guess. I don't know why he would know, but they're very vague on that. So I said, bring it just in case, but be prepared to not go. If there's an option for bailing on that, I plan to bail on that.
Mm-hmm.
The most boring thing. It's the Hall of Fame, which this may address how they do next year. So if a lot of people don't attend, if it is open,
Mm-hmm.
people don't attend. I mean, they got like 30 people sitting in the room watching them induct the Hall of Famers. Then it may not be something they move it back to the old way next year.
Right.
I like the idea of it being separate because it is the most indulgent part of the whole evening and takes forever.
So
As long as they don't let Branson and Lisa Rao manage it anymore. That's all I ask.
the theme is like, shine so bright you're going to need shades. So how
What?
do you dress for that, for a formal
Dress
dinner?
like normal and ignore that. What you do. You don't dress
I'm not dressing like normal. I'm going to show up in a beanie and
typical.
tearaway pants or
That's
something. No one
kind of
wears
normal.
that.
Just don't tear away the pants. She says she has checked everywhere. Will you look up Chelsea Aratia? Well, when we look at all the winners,
What about this person? They won yesterday with MJ. I'm looking at it right now. Just click her name. What's wrong with the email? Doesn't work?
I don't know. I want to make sure that we have the correct email. sometimes when they say it over the phone, it can be misunderstood, especially since MJ was the one that took it. So I want to check with her. She says she's checked her spam folder everywhere and is not getting the email. And so something is wrong, and I assume it means that the wrong email was put in and sent to the wrong address.
So by her, you mean you're talking to this person, not Jill her.
I'm talking to Chelsea right now. I need to check and say, hey, is this your correct email? So let me go back and see if I can find it. Here I can.
Hmm. Looks like the same one she entered both ways. Phone drinking.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Hey, hello,
Dustin. How are you? You got big plans this weekend? Ooh, that'll be fun. Zoli's is yummy. What can we play for you today? The what song? Oh, okay, yeah. We will see what we can do for you, okay? Have a good one, Dustin.
Give me 2 minutes. I should have said give me 3. I'm going to run back and check with Jill.
30 seconds. 55 days till the 4th of July. That's crazy.
Screenshot this and send to Jill.
That does not feel right at all.
What?
55 days till the 4th of July. Feels way further away than that.
That feels right. If you just said 10 days, I would have been like, no, that doesn't seem right. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-70s this afternoon. It's 53 in Joplin.
And we've got to look at the weekend weather forecast in just 15 minutes. But we're talking, since Mother's Day is Sunday,
About the most creative parent thread that you've ever heard or received.
or maybe one that you've made yourself. You can tell us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook
Here's Justin Moore and Priscilla Block.
on the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Let me go.
Did you see that? My tooth got hooked on my front tooth. This one? And knocked it weird. Rude. Man. He's making fun of my teeth. An analysis of Beethoven's hair suggests that lead poisoning may have caused the composer's deafness. We have Beethoven's hair? Really? High levels of lead detected in authenticated locks of Beethoven's hair suggest he had lead poisoning. He also had reoccurring gastrointestinal complaints. Jaundice and severe liver disease could have all been caused by lead poisoning. The more you know.
So she had not sent the last 3, which would have been Megan, Chelsea, and the one before that. But she is going to send it right now. Hi there, Morning Kicks. At what? What kind of a question is that? That's weird. Look, she called in the right mood.
Yes, she
I
did.
like this already. Okay, so what is your most creative parent threat?
Okay. I have to summon the mom voice.
Yeah,
Do it,
do
yes.
the mom voice. I'm going to cower. Yes, yes, love it. Get out.
Gave me the heebie-jeebies and everything.
That is,
was just my go-to.
yeah, I am.
The only
you are-
thing,
Yeah, I am counting the days. I swear. Get out. Thanks for
That was
calling.
great. Have a good one.
She was laughing before she got there. She's like, oh, this is good. Yeah, I love that. Okay, let me answer.
Chelsea. My daughter-in-law family and my son put a big fireworks stand in front like every year. They're already getting ready. Already? I guess buying them, but how soon in advance do you need to buy that stuff to stock your tent for the next year? Do you have to do it like immediately after? Hmm. She's really good at that. My mic did a funky choppy thing? Hmm. I mean, at least she's doing them the courtesy of buying them luggage and the ticket. Anytime now, Megan. It should be there.
No, well, I don't know if they're sending Megan's yet or not. So
Oh, I thought you said that the
she said she hadn't sent the last 3, and she was waiting to send all those last ones until the contest was over, which would be sometime or before noon. I said, will you go ahead and send Chelsea?
Oh,
She's
just
looking for them
Chelsea's.
right now. So
Okay.
I don't know, Megan.
never mind, Megan.
She could send yours, and maybe she will, but you will definitely have them by noon, okay? MJ's going to do his final contest before noon, and as soon as that's in, she will send it out. You'll get it. If you don't have it by noon, then you call 624-1025 and say, hey, Randy told me to call and check, and they'll be able to take care of that for you. Don't worry. Chelsea just got it.
Fabulous. It was, I mean, some of those pieces are really big.
They were like that big around.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a video of a guy out on his new Jeep Cherokee laying on top of it going, ow, ow, ow. And they're hitting him, and he's not doing anything, trying to protect his windshield. I'm like, dude, just file the insurance claim. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Cole Swindell.
On KIX 102.5.
No worries. Breathe, man. I feel like doing some baking this weekend. How about that? What was it? Mm-mm. This isn't it. Hama, chicana, bunny, bunny, fish, give me, California.
These people, this whole thing, want to work with an award-winning team. Apply today, and that's one of them that's going around right now. And the Bitcoin, what's it called? What's Bitcoin? The digital currency investing opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So you get all these friend requests from people that you don't recognize, and they're showing their certification for Bitcoin trading right there in the top post. It's an instant block from me when you do that. I know what you're all about, and I know that you're going to flood my inbox with a ton of crap like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nope.
I am very rarely ever on my personal Facebook page anymore.
Me too. I go through a timeline, usually once a day, but just usually a brief little thing.
Sauerkraut McNuggets. Except for Brain Damage Studio spelled it as McDongets.
McDonald's?
McUggets from McDonald's. Did you know that you can buy lost and unclaimed luggage
Yeah, with the stuff in it.
with the stuff in it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Usually very, very, very cheap, too. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 819.
We'll see sunshine today with highs in the mid-70s. It's 58 in Joplin.
We've got to look at the weekend forecast in just 5 minutes. Of course, Mother's Day is this Sunday.
So we're talking about the most creative parent threat you've ever heard.
Moms are great at this. They can come up with the most creative, most threatening things because hell hath no fury than a mother who has angered.
Oh, I mean, hearing things like, I'm going to turn that nose inside out, and you're like, wait, what, Mom?
With
How
your
can you do
fingers?
that?
Well, if she yanks hard enough, she can. Hi there, Morning KIX. What's the most creative parent threat or mom threat that you've ever heard of?
Okay, I have to summon the mom voice because it's
Yeah,
been a long
do it,
time.
yeah.
My
Mom
kids
voice.
are in their late 30s now.
I'm going to cower.
I swear to God, when you guys turn 18, I'm buying you luggage and a one-way bus ticket to someplace really far away.
Yes, love it. Get out. That is great.
Made my hair stick on end and everything.
What is the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of?
Every time I get in trouble, my mom always told me she'd take me back to the Cabbage Patch.
And leave you there.
What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
They said it to my sister. My parents have the dogs that, you cut their tails off because that's what their breed standard is. And she put salt in my dad's coffee, and he told her if she ever did it again, she'd wake up with a puppy dog tail in her mouth.
What?
Ew, ew,
What-
ew, ew.
what the
Oh,
heck?
Yeah, but she never put salt in his coffee.
Sounds like something the mafia would threaten with.
We don't know if he'd actually have done it, but knowing my dad, he might have. So we weren't going to test it. We said, okay, you win.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't test that against them.
There's some things you just don't really want to see if they're going to actually do it.
Right, that's
A
great.
puppy dog tail in your mouth?
That is an unusual one, I got to admit.
What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
Don't make me zip tie your head to your butt.
What? What? I don't even know. How do you even...
Can you do that?
I had an image in my head not to cross him again.
Yeah, definitely
They're
not.
not doing that after that.
Wow. What's
What?
the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard?
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
There's got to be a loop
Your
somewhere.
butt?
I'm through the nose or something.
Right, yeah. Wow, 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 wow.
I want to see if that fixed that. Yeah.
Phone ringing. But the phone is in the phone.
Hi there, Morning KIX. What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of?
Oh, jeez.
Not so much as a threat as a suggestion, but yeah. Thanks
That's a
for
good one.
calling.
Have a good one.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What is the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard of? I can take you
out of it. You bet.
That was accurate, too. She did. And she could.
She took you out of this world.
She brought you in, and she can take you out.
Have a great day. Thanks for calling.
Like your very existence is allowed by her. I mean, day to day and moment by moment.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a ton of stuff that this person lost.
Jimmy was talking about they're already getting ready for the fireworks stand they put up in front now.
Mm-hmm.
They have shows in Pittsburgh at Jake's Fireworks. Earlier, they've been going to fireworks shows and buying everything. So they do these fireworks shows. We went to one, forget why, but the radio station was allowed to go to it, and they did a demonstration of some of the ones they were going to have. Apparently, we had some promotion with this fireworks company, one of the big ones, Jake's or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so down at the Undercliff, right across the road there in that parking area, they did a big demonstration and described each one of them and talked about what they were, what the costs were. And there were a whole bunch of fireworks stands from around the area came to this. And they had food and everything, and we were there as kind of the hosts. And then they showed what their big ones were going to be for that year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like, an early fireworks display. And so they do these shows and highlight their new products for the year for these.
And then do people buy right there? Do they put in their orders, or how does that work?
Well, it's not for the general public. It's for dealers.
But do the dealers buy them right then?
They place their orders right then and there from them. Or they might place them over the next few days. But to find out what the names of them are, what they are highlighted by, they were also talking about the sellability of each one and price points and stuff for those.
That's cool.
And how to price them. And, like they had one, these sell in packages of so many, which makes it real easy to price them at a lower level. And they were good movers. And
I mean, at the very least, it sounds like they'd be interesting to go to.
yeah, it was kind of cool. It's been 16, 17 years ago, and I still remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I know there is one of the, was it Jake's that is doing the recruiting right now?
No, I think it's J&M.
J&M. J&M is doing the recruiting right now for operators. And these are people who set the fireworks off at fireworks shows. So it's you have to be certified. You have to go through so much schooling and so much protective classes and learning safety courses to be able to do this. It's a dangerous job.
I think it'd be fun, though.
Yeah, I've seen some of them. Who among us has not seen a fireworks, the powder count be wrong on the igniter, and they go off on the ground? It's always right next to the people shooting them off. So, but it does look like it would be fun. You get paid to go around and shoot off fireworks, at these big displays that cities have and events have. And
so where I'm from, Wamego would have a huge, they called it Boomtown, and they'd have a massive fireworks display every 4th of July.
Interesting.
Biggest in Kansas.
We used to have a Boomtown festival.
Yeah.
Was not part of our 4th of July, but.
And they had the pyro crew, which were the ones that would actually go through and light the fireworks and stuff. And they were treated like heroes in that town. There's a big parade, and they'd ride on the back of a truck, and people would wave and scream for them. And it was a big deal if you were on the pyro crew.
Well, let's be honest, this was Kansas, so.
Hey.
We used to do the same thing for the garbage guy when he would come through. So.
Wow. We made cookies for the garbage guy.
The Boomtown Days Festival we used to have here was always, well, in its early days, was really, really cool. I mean, they'd always have it'd be like a 3-day festival. First night, I forget what type of music they'd have, but the second and biggest night, the Friday or the Saturday night, they would have a country act. Little Texas, Diamond Rio, those kind of deals.
Right.
One night they had Little Texas, Black Hawk, and someone else. All three performed that night.
Little Texas.
And it's all free. And then they would have all the food trucks and displays, and there would be a carnival, and it all happened at Landreth Park. And then they would do fireworks on that night. And then the other night would be a rock night. So they'd have like 38 Special or something like that, one of that caliber.
Allman Brothers.
And during the day on Saturday would be local bands. Yeah, they really did. They had we used to host that and introduce all the acts and host the fireworks. It was a lot of fun. Rush Limbaugh came to Boomtown Days one day.
Really?
I remember. Yeah. Handed out water. They had the Boomtown Days that year right after the Joplin tornado. That was one of the last years they had it, I think. They had it a couple more years after, but it just, the city quit putting any money into it. The Parks and Rec Department decided to keep that money for themselves, I guess, that taxpayer money. And they quit doing it. Just totally. Well, they said, because people quit coming. Well, it's because you quit having decent acts. They just hired local bands.
Right. Boy
Nobody
says
was
he misses
interested in
Boomtown
seeing.
Days.
Yeah.
They had some great shows.
The good Boomtown Days, the early days, back when they had good people in charge of all that, not the later ones. The later ones were pathetic and sad, and it was like homeless festivals.
My son loves that we always have a party afterwards and shoot off all the fireworks that's left over. That sounds awesome.
That year that they had Little Texas and Black Hawk was the first year they had alcohol at the event.
Oh, yeah?
So they had beer gardens set up in 2 different places. You could go into those and drink, and there were a lot of people there. So if you know how big Landreth Park is there in front of that stage, that entire hillside was just crammed full of people. I mean, there was probably 50,000 people there.
Sick here.
It was just crammed. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Wanting to know the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
Here's FGL at Tim McGraw.
On KIX 102.5.
Bye, Floyd. Have a good appointment. No Boomtown Days. No Memorial Run. Megan says they better not touch their Thursdays.
No, well, they're not in charge of that, which is why, it's the Downtown Alliance that does Third Thursdays, not the Parks and Rec Department. They were also in charge of our 4th of July celebration, which they used to have too, and they'd always have a big band played for that, play right up until dark, and then the fireworks would go off. And that went away.
What a shame.
Yeah. So I don't think they do fireworks in town. They might have something up at the park, up at Schifferdecker Park, seems like, but it's never much of anything.
So which of the nearby towns do all the big fireworks shows in?
Seneca has a pretty big 4th of July celebration. Neosho has a really big one. The biggest Independence Day celebration, though, around is downstreams.
And you can shoot off the big fireworks in city limits here, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Oh, yes, you can.
See, in Kansas, you couldn't do that. There's like a foot limit. Like it has to be less than 6 feet off of shooting it off or whatever.
Oh, my gosh.
Actually, I think it's 13
Pittsburgh,
feet,
yeah, I believe Pittsburgh has one. In Joplin, they don't need the city. And that was one of the big deals the last few years that Joplin did it. They put so little money into it that the neighborhood firework deals looked bigger.
You got to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Megan says my house.
The neighborhood deals around here are crazy. So I live over on the southwest corner of town. And over there around those neighborhoods and those homeowners associations and stuff, there are some very wealthy people that put a lot of money. I know for a fact there is one house just right down the road from us that does around 10 to 15,000 each year.
15,000?
Yes, on their fireworks. And they have people, they have pyrotechnics who come and set them off for them. And they have chain displays, in other words, that they're planned and set up and everything where it never stops. And it's crazy. It is insane.
I can't imagine spending even $1,000 on
so
fireworks.
the people 2 doors down from us used to do around $4,000 to $5,000. Now they would put together with some friends and stuff and come up with this amount and go do. They haven't in the past few years. Their kids have grown up and gone off to college, so they haven't been doing the displays like they did. Across from the Methodist Church, St. Paul's Methodist Church, that whole neighborhood down in there, they do some really big displays.
Frontenac, you can shoot all the time, just not after 10 at night. If it's anything like the neighborhoods I've grown up in, they tell you not to do them after certain times.
No,
anyway, all the
here
time.
you can do it. They do it 24 hours a day. I mean, they'll be going off the night of the 3rd and on the 4th. They'll be going off 2 or 3 in the morning.
Love it.
Supposedly, you're supposed to stop around 11 or midnight, but they don't. They do not. And I think you can sell and buy and shoot fireworks through the 7th. Is that right? I believe you can the week of the 4th. For a whole week. This year is going to be a little weird, though. The 4th is on a Thursday, which means that a lot of people will have to get up and go to work on Friday. Yeah, we'll have Thursday off.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 834.
We'll see sunshine today with highs in the mid-70s. It's 58 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in the next hour for the weekend. Plus, we've got your Friday edition of the Morning KIX Takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and let us know what songs you want us to play back for you.
But since Mother's Day is Sunday, we're talking about the most creative parent threat you've ever heard.
You can call or text to tell us yours at 623-1025.
What's the most creative way your parents threatened you?
I'm going to beat you till you're singing You Are the Light of My Life.
I don't even know the words to that song. I bet you would learn them, though, pretty quick. You would write them on your own.
You'd make them up if you had to.
Yeah. What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
My mom was the typical 60s housewife, so it was wait until your father gets home. The bad part was my daddy worked out of town and was gone 2 or 3 weeks at a time, so she had quite a laundry list going by the time he got there.
So you're like, come on, Mom, bring it.
He did bring it.
What is the most creative parent that you've ever heard?
I have two. I have one my grandma used to say, which was a funny one.
Okay.
She'd say, if you kids don't quit fighting, I'm going to tie your tails together and throw you over the clothesline. And then my mom, now this was scary, and when you got whacked with that willow switch, you thought she really meant it. I'm going to cut the blood out of your legs.
I'd probably believe her. She's hitting me with a switch.
Yeah.
You know, do a sting, but boy, you think they're cutting the blood out of you.
I tell you, there is nothing more painful, except maybe kidney stones, than a peach tree limb across the back of your leg.
Why? What makes it so bad?
They have little buds on them. So it is an intense experience. It stings like nothing you could imagine. You will dance. I mean, you could win competitions dancing with a peach tree limb across the back of your legs.
What's the most creative parent that you've ever heard?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Hate it.
Oh.
Mom say, go cut me a peach tree limb right now. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What is the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of?
Oh, geez.
Do what?
But
What-
she's not going to leave you there, right?
What'd she say?
Dart through hell with you.
I guess your mama knew the way there. Thanks for calling.
Have a good one.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of? Yeah, it goes through generations, right?
Oh, I've
Mary?
heard that one before.
Thanks, ma'am.
Have a good one.
I hate these people calling us on their speakerphone.
Have a good one, Melissa. Happy Mother's Day. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I've forgotten. Yeah, I'm sure. So you're already taking the fifth off.
Huh? Yeah. And I haven't, in fact, I definitely am going to take the second, no, we said the, gosh dang it, when was it? The third week of July.
Okay.
The 22nd through the 21st through the 28th.
Okay.
And it's going to make Christmas really weird too this year because of the whole middle of the week. So I'm before Christmas this year and you're after. You're still doing all that? You're still planning on doing that?
I think so.
Okay.
Are you taking the 24th off? You are, man, you're taking every day off to have a 4-day weekend.
So the 24th I have to because of that's when they're doing my window install. But I was already planning on that. I'm trying to tie as many of those as I can together. Are you doing Thanksgiving around Thanksgiving?
I figured that's what we were doing since you had it last year and I had Christmas last year. We were swapping. I mean, I'd
If you
rather,
want.
for what it's worth, though, Thanksgiving is not a big deal to me.
Yeah, that's why I thought if you don't want to do that and you want to save it and use it other places, especially while you've only got 2 weeks, don't you? So if I were you, I would save that and take like a summer, something you could enjoy with the kids and stuff, and with the Thanksgiving thing. I'm planning for Thanksgiving on just taking probably the day before and the day after this year. Not going to do the whole week.
Okay.
Unless you need it. And if you do, then I can be flexible on that.
So did you say, I'm sorry, are you taking the week of Christmas off then?
Before.
22. You're taking the week before. So the 16th
So that you can have it
through the 20th, and then I would do the 23rd through the 27th. Is that right? Why is Christmas on a Wednesday? I hate that.
Wednesday, even. Yeah, so I would be taking the 17th through the 25th. And if you want to take the 25th through the 2nd.
Oh, I see how you split it up. Okay. I'm with you now.
I'll just go ahead and put
Yeah. I like that. Yep. And we also had the floating holiday.
which I think my plan is to use that around Thanksgiving.
Oh, for Black
Unless
Friday.
you want that some of that time off. But you need to just let me know when you want.
I mean, I wouldn't mind taking Black Friday off just because the kids don't have school that week. So it's easier if I don't have to work. But if you're already planning to take the majority of the week off, then don't worry about it, and I'll just work anyway, and we'll figure out a sitter or something.
Well,
That seems silly to have you come back for.
Look, no, I don't mind. We go back and forth on this. Next year I'll take probably the whole week. I may not be taking an early. The winter vacation thing has kind of screwed up my whole schedule that I used to have, which I wouldn't sacrifice it for that. I love getting to take off in January or February, but I don't know that we're going to be able to do that next year financially. So next year I would probably go back to a normal, take a week in the summer, week on Thanksgiving, week on Christmas, and then have another week that I take days here and there.
You're 4, aren't you?
It's stupid that that's where we get stuck at. Whataburger opens on Monday.
You gonna go?
No, that's the craziest time in the world to go. For one thing, I don't think that Whataburger's great. Okay, they are great. They serve great burgers.
What's their shtick? I've never been to a Whataburger.
They're just hamburgers.
Okay.
But I don't get what all the fervor is. They're not that great. They're good. And I would, let's go get a Whataburger. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not go out of my way to get a Whataburger, and I will definitely not stand in line to get a Whataburger. I would rather have Culver's any day of the week. Or Chick-fil-A even. You know, it comes to fast food, and I'm there on that side of the street, I'm going to go over to Chick-fil-A probably before. And I don't even like chicken. But I would go there before I would go to Whataburger. They remind me a lot of Brahms burgers.
Oh my gosh! Before I knew I couldn't have gluten, I used to love Brahms burgers.
So they're a lot like that. They remind me a lot of that. Isn't that accurate?
What's the? I don't even know what the shtick is about Brahms burgers. They're just good.
They're just burgers. You know, they're not pre-processed. They don't feel like McDonald's where everything feels fake.
Yeah. I just want to look at your menu, Whataburger. It won't let me look at it without putting in a location. Why does this Whataburger already have 2 Google reviews?
I don't know. But I noticed right next to it, they're building a new weed shop. So how smart is that? Go get your pot and get the munchies fixed at Whataburger right next door.
Oh my gosh. This one lady left a 1-star review on Whataburger because she booked a hotel in Joplin, which she booked just so she could get some Whataburger. And checked in, went to get dinner, and then realized it wasn't even open yet.
Well, whose fault is that?
She gave them 1 star and said, Whataburger, you can kiss my you-know-what.
What
Holy
a
cow.
entitled idiot. You did not meet my expectations, so on you. Well, she's the god of her reality. Wow, what an idiot.
Holy mackerel.
What an idiot.
Good thing I like Carl's Jr. too. There's never an issue there. Holy cow, this lady.
You idiot.
Jimmy says that was her fault, right?
Yeah.
How is that their fault? That they're not even open yet.
Should have done your research. Checked into it, you idiot.
Insane, I tell you.
This is our reality. Oh, listen to this. Tornado. It's on the video. That's the sound. Person's a bit of an idiot. Yeah. There's a rumble.
There's another sound to a tornado.
Well, you're not hearing all the low frequencies out of this. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
It's Cody Johnson.
On KIX 102.5.
That's a big one, too.
Actually, that's, well, depending on how far away that is, that's not that big. It's like a 1.
Really?
Yeah. You consider an F5 mile wide.
I'd be curious to hear the comparison between an F1 and an F5 tornado.
We have.
Yeah. I want to see the new Twister when it comes out. I hope it's good. It makes me nervous when they start taking movies that were fine.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like Twister?
No, I thought it was dumb.
I thought it was good.
Overhyped. Which I guess last night they got quite a bit down in Georgia and Alabama, southern Tennessee, some of those areas.
Yeah. Ooh, Glenn Powell is in this one. Glenn Powell from the new Top Gun movie. Kiernan Shipka is in this movie. From Mad Men.
So what to watch this weekend?
Lots of Mom's Day stuff.
Black Twitter on Hulu is stupid. Another one of those dumb.
Black Twitter.
Yeah, it's a documentary of people's history. Bodkin is out on Netflix. It's a dark comedy following a trio of podcasters who take it upon themselves to investigate a series of disappearances in a small town in Ireland. It's going to be dumb. Love Undercover on Peacock. It's going to be dumb. Maxton Hall, The World Between Us. It's a series documentary thing.
Is it going to be dumb?
Mother of the Bride on Netflix, a new movie. Doting mom jets off to a tropical island resort for her daughter's wedding, only to discover the groom's father is the ex she hasn't seen in decades. I think that's been out before. I think that's an old movie.
It's going to be dumb.
The Goat on Freevee, a new reality show. It's going to be dumb. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with a high near 75. It's 58 in Joplin.
And since Mother's Day is Sunday, we've been talking about the most creative parent threats that you've ever heard.
You can call or text to tell us what you heard at 623-1025.
What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of?
When my brother and I would tattle on each other, my mom would ask us if she wanted us to hang the other one by their toes and beat them with wet noodles.
I used to get that all the time. I forgot about that one.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, her family hated pasta.
My mom would tell us that like almost every day.
And her.
They only hated when we would argue all the time and we wouldn't stop. And my dad would be like, no, maybe pull this call over. And then it just escalated from there. What is the most creative parent threat that you ever heard?
She never got real specific, but what she always said is she'd look up at me and she'd stick her finger up in my face and she'd say, "You've got to sleep sometime."
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very threatening.
Lay there with my eyes taped open to prevent that.
What's the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard?
I was going to smack him so hard that Grandpa would fall out of the family tree.
Generational punishment. Love it.
What's the most creative parent thread that you've ever heard?
I'll break your arm off and beat you with the bloody end of it.
Some of these could have been reported.
Some of them, they're violent.
Beat you with a stump and things like that. Yeah, that's not right.
What's the most creative parent thread that you've ever heard or used?
You can tell us on Facebook or text us at 623-1025.
Morning Kicks Takeover is just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. That Jumma was going crazy. All right, y'all.
Y'all.
We got a new podcast coming out today.
Y'all.
It's going to be the Mother's Day podcast, y'all.
Watch it, y'all.
Y'all.
Watch for it, y'all.
What else we got going on?
Dan and Shay tickets starting Monday.
How we going?
Summer ticket shootout continuing, and we're also going to be talking about the thing you always wanted to learn how to do, but never got around to doing.
Play guitar. That's a big one for me.
I don't have a lot of pity for you. I could teach you.
You could.
So think about that and have a great weekend.
I was always told I'd have to cut my fingernails to play guitar.
It makes it easier. Makes it a lot easier. I know people that don't, but it definitely makes it easier.
All right, y'all have a great weekend.
For Pete's sakes, call your mom already, all right? Bye.